We usually understood Jesus to be strong and like a superhuman. He is a complete human person together with his divine nature. Today, when he is seen who has been completely troubled, it can make us think, if such a superhuman, as I mentioned, who wasn't, he was just fully man. But he was deeply troubled to see what's upcoming, that Judas is going to betray him, one who had been with him for so long, for years. He will be handing him over to his enemies. So whenever we find such betrayals, when you loved someone the most, or when you helped someone the most, when you trusted someone the most, and when these people betray you, it can be really troubling. You see two different ways. One is the way of Judas, and one is the way of Peter. Both denied him or betrayed him. Judas plans well. He was ambitious and greedy. There is premeditation of what he's going to do, how he's going to do this act of betrayal. And in the way of Peter, he doesn't premeditate. On the contrary, his whole heart is for Jesus. No matter in what circumstances, I'm going to be with you. But in no time, he fails because he's scared and frightened, and maybe to some extent he was coward as well. And when someone asks him whether he was one with them, he says no. Now Judas gave up his life, whereas Peter wept bitterly for what he has gone through. He understood the love of Jesus for him. He transforms himself. Whether someone has betrayed us, when we are completely troubled due to this betrayal of the person we loved the most, helped the most, or trusted the most, or if we have betrayed someone, whenever we realize that we are weak, whenever we want to rise from our weakness, God is ready to restore ourselves. God is ready to give us enough of grace and strength. It may not be possible on our own, but in such troubling moments, and I said to you, whether it's our betrayal to someone else or someone else's betrayal toward us, in these weaknesses, God can help us overcome our weakness and come back once again to our normal strength. Though this may take time, but surrender in God's hand, and God will give you all the necessary strength as He gave to Peter, even to be the leader after his betrayal and denial.